maintain communal harmony. That is more important, and get together to fight and save Goa's land.
That is more important. Back Rama, back Claude, back Sabina, back Shankar. These are your real heroes. Nobody should disparage one another's faith. That is the essence of what being a true Goenkar means. You do not disparage one another's faith. You don't mock, you don't make fun of other people's faith. That is what is not in our DNA. That one stray incident can lead to communal tension over here. And the third most important thing is, once, Mahabharatan, where Arjun is supposed to see the eye of the fish. The eye of the fish is land conversion and the destruction of Goan ecology. Everything else people should not see. Just see that eye of the fish. Draw the protest. Of course, you can. The people are entitled to their protest. What we are saying is, do not be out on the streets, because if you are out on the streets, then that gives the opportunity for the government agents or the agents of destruction of Goa to plant their own men over there, take over and hijack those protests. See, Glenn, we don't want to get into the ifs, buts and conjectures. What we know is that Subhash Velinkar made a mean, spiteful and rotten statement. That is on record. That is the thing that he has to retract and apologize for. And the most important thing is, we do not want a descent into communal chaos, which is highly possible with the agents of this government who are adept and brilliant at fomenting this kind of communal tension and then derailing the people's agitation. Who is responsible, how it is responsible, from what angle it comes through, frankly, this should be the business of the media and you should be probing, not us. Thank you. विचारतानी ही गव्हर्नमेंटाची स्ट्रॅटेजी, हो गव्हर्नमेंट हांव एकूच सांगपाक सोदतां, हो गव्हर्नमेंट खूब हुशार. ही जमीन आमची सामकी पाड घालपाक आनी आमचे जीव पाड घालपाक खूब हुशार सरकार. सो कितेंय करूं शकता हो सरकार. पूण कोणे हे करपा लायला, कशें करपा लायला, हे एक्चुअली मिडियाचें काम. तुमी सोदून काडपा जाय. आमी खंय, हांव दोतोर आनी टिचर आनी क्लॉड बाबा एक्टिविस्ट, आमकां खंय खबर आसा सरकाराच्या भोंवतणी कितें चलता पळय तें आमकां खबर ना. बट वी वुडंट वॉन्ट टू unnecessarily dilute our message by conjecture. Our point is very simple. What Subhash Velinkar said is mean, it's spiteful, it's rotten, it's against the law, and let law take its own course. The ideal thing would be for Subhash Velinkar to apologize. There should be no communal tension because of this, and it's highly possible that one stray incident can lead to communal tension over here. And the third most important thing is, once, Mahabharatan, where Arjun is supposed to see the eye of the fish. The eye of the fish is land conversion and the destruction of Goan ecology. Everything else people should not see. Just see that eye of the fish.
Yes.
See, this is for you. The sad bit is, you in the media, despite for the last 3 days that this whole issue has been hotting up, you all haven't questioned Subhash Velinkar as yet. I always believe that the journalists are far more intelligent and far more resourceful than the police. If you draw the protest, of course you can. The people are entitled to their protest. What we are saying is, do not be out on the streets, because if you are out on the streets, then that gives the opportunity for the government agents or the agents of destruction of Goa to plant their own men over there, take over and hijack those protests. Those politicians should also be going home. They are obviously the opposition politicians. They may be having their genuine sentiments, whichever of the Congress, of the Aam Aadmi Party, etc. They may be having their genuine sentiments of being there, which is true. But as leaders, I would appeal to them to get the people off the streets. Please do not think that you are going to embarrass the BJP government or you're going to score brownie points against the BJP government. The bigger danger is of this descending into a communal conflagration, which nobody will be able to control, and everybody will only be reporting. Trust me. It shows that Alesh Sikera's brain is now completely in a state of terminal degeneration. It started with him jumping from the Congress to the BJP. But if he's made a statement like this, that's another example of a brain being in complete degeneration. Because the point here is not the argument is not about Subhash Velinkar's right to discuss about Francis Xavier, whether he's a saint, not a saint, whether he did the right things in Goa 400 years back or the wrong things. That is an academic discussion which any of us is allowed to have. But the way he said that to spite the Christian community. That is the point. Anybody can have a discussion on any issue, on any god, on any saint. Of course, it's a free society, you can have that. But you cannot say it with the motive of hurting the sentiments of the Christian community, particularly in light of the fact that the exposition is to be happening in December. But Alesh Sikera, hats off to him for coming up with such a brilliant scientific theory. Actually, that is exactly the question you need to put and pose to the chief minister. No, the chief minister, the only answer he gives you all is a smile, and you all are so happy with it. He never gives you any answer of substance, and you are very happy with it.
If anything happens in the state of Goa, Chief Minister will be held responsible.
He will be held responsible. But if there is a communal, even if for 3 days there is a communal conflagration in Goa, I can bet that this entire government will be thrilled to bits that has happened, because it takes the focus away from the agitation that Shankar, Sabina, GBA, Claude, Rama, Swapnesh and everyone has been charging the people of Goa with, has been sort of encouraging the people of Goa to come out on the streets. So they will be we are not spokespersons for anybody, neither for Subhash Velinkar, nor the government, nor CM, nor Alesh, definitely not Alesh Sikera, and definitely not for the bishop. But we wish that the Archbishop, the temporal head of the institution, also makes an appeal like this. Obviously, everyone's sentiments are hurt. One gets that. But get off the streets. That is the message that we want to give. That's all.
Yeah, and we have to keep in mind, if there is any communal unrest, then no one can live in peace in this state. And we have seen this happening in all the states wherever there have been communal tensions.
So we have to preempt it.
Yeah, we have to preempt it. It is not just about today. We have to think about the future also. Once we sow the seeds of communal disharmony, and that is going to grow big, and that is going to destroy our livelihoods, our peace, our sleep, whatever we have. So we should learn from what is happening in the other states.
I think to a great extent, Glenn, I think it's a spontaneous outrage. One understands the sentiments of everyone in Goa, because it's a spontaneous outrage. They are genuinely angry about this particular statement. I don't think anyone has brought them out of the streets. It's just that some activists are also there. It happens to be that some of the opposition politicians are also there, but I don't think that's been galvanized by the opposition politicians, by the activists. This is a genuine outpouring of the people, but for that reason we want the people not to get carried away by their emotions and understand the bigger picture, which can then create a far, far bigger problem, which will be very difficult for anyone to handle. So Subhash Velinkar is notorious for bringing out these kind of vitriolic, especially anti-Christian statements. He's a great orator. So that those statements of his become even more amplified and become even more magnified. He has got despite not being in the RSS, he's got a large following in Goa, and it is sad to see him use that influence and that sort of authority of his to, as I say, derail what matters to Goa into some insignificant issue and start creating trouble like that. Yes, Subhash Velinkar is notorious for this, and he should be changing. He should be, high time he changed his language and his comportment. Yeah, I'm saying, so that is exactly where the whole sort of keeping the pot boiling will come. So you have, I think everyone agrees, whether you think Francis Xavier is a saint or not a saint is not the issue. Obviously, Hindus are not going to think that Francis Xavier is a saint. Why should they? That is a belief of the Catholics. But so the point whether Francis Xavier is a saint or not a saint, whether he did the right thing 400 years ago by indulging in conversions or not, that is not the point. One can have an academic discussion, and one must have an academic discussion about whatever our history is, whether it's of Inquisition, whether it's Francis Xavier, about the conversions, whatever. You must have a debate. Why can't we have an intellectual debate? Why can't we have it in a calm, rational manner without hurting the sentiments and without provoking the communities which believe in certain values, or which believe in certain, they have a faith? Why do you require to trigger that? So what Subhash Velinkar has effectively done, Francis Xavier is known to have converted a large number of Hindus 400 years back, which was a terrible thing to do in my opinion. In my opinion, it was a terrible thing to do. Conversion is a terrible thing to do, especially by force. It's terrible. So, but to take revenge on Francis Xavier 400 years back, who is dead and gone, you don't take your revenge against the present day Catholic community, which is living harmoniously, peacefully in Goa for no rhyme or reason. That is the point. That is the point that Subhash Velinkar requires to backtrack on. That is the point that Subhash Velinkar requires to apologize for.
And I want to mention one thing. When we talk about faith, it is a faith between your God and you. Nobody can take it away. And even the COVID times, when you couldn't visit the church, temple or mosque, people followed their faith. Nothing happened to their faith. And I think this is what people should keep in mind. Maintain communal harmony. Each one can practice his or own faith, and nobody should fight with each other to say I am superior than the
Correct.
other.
And nobody should disparage one another's faith. That is the essence of what being a true Goenkar means. You do not disparage one another's faith. You don't mock, you don't make fun of other people's faith. That is what is not in our DNA.
Maintain communal harmony, that is more important, and get together to fight and save Goa's land.
That is more important. Back Rama, back Claude, back Sabina, back Shankar. These are your real heroes.